Hey.
I'm glad to see you back on your feet, but maybe you can go a little easy on Max.
Okay, here's the problem, Sean. You guys have both put it upon yourselves to keep me in the dark about what's going down with the business, right?
Look, if you want an update, I can...
Okay, here's the update. Somebody's attacking my organization. We've done nothing. We've been sloppy. Now, I'm back. It's time to act. First order of business. We find out who hit the shipment.
Ava, come on, open up. Let's go. I don't have time. Hey, Ava.
Hotel security, sir. What seems to be the trouble?
Oh, well, I have an important appointment with Miss Jerome.
Miss Jerome checked earlier today.
Checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently with her new boy toy.
He's an authorized print to get out.
I burst into the room. Albrecht was in there, but she wasn't alone.
All right, who was she with?
She was with our daughter. Anna, she was with Robin.
You don't know what you're saying.
No.
You're disoriented, honey. You're disoriented.
No. I've never been more together in my life. I've seen our daughter, and she's alive.
We have to discuss something that's very important, more important than your business. It's about our family.
Come on, little guy. We're almost out of here, okay?
You're confused.
No.
You need to
No,
rest.
No,
Robert.
Anna.
You do.
I remember everything. You stayed in the room with Duke. I went after Albrecht. I heard screams. I burst into the room.
Robin?
And I saw Robin shackled to a bed with Albrecht standing over her, holding a syringe. She was about to kill her.
Stop this. Stop it. You're confused.
No, I'm not. I remember everything. I saw it all with my own eyes. Albrecht has our daughter.
Just a little bit further, okay? Patrick's waiting for us.
Going somewhere, my dear?
What's going on?
Before I even say anything, you are taking your medication, right?
Yeah.
It's a fair question. Because if you're not, you shouldn't be involved at all.
Well, you were there when I took the first dosage, and I've been taking it ever since. And you, out of anybody, should know, because I'm not really, yelling, losing my temper, and all that. But I am worried because how does this affect our family?
It's about Morgan.
You've reached Ava Jerome. Leave a message.
Ava, where the hell are you? And who's this young kid you're mixed up with? Sure as hell doesn't sound like Silas Clay. Look, I don't know what you're up to, but we don't have time for this. You can dodge my calls, but I will track you down. We've got some business to take care of.
So look, this is insane,
No.
Robert. It is not possible that Robin is alive.
No.
It's
It
not
is.
possible.
Yeah, it is. You think of the times that our demise has been greatly exaggerated
We're
for whatever
experienced
reason.
agents. We've been trained in life-threatening situations. Robin, she was a civilian. She was a doctor. She could not have saved
We're
herself.
survivors. She's a survivor. She's carrying on the family tradition. She's out there. We got to find her.
Stop. The longer you do this, the worse pain you're going to be in when you have to accept that it isn't true.
It is true. I've seen her with my own eyes.
Stop. Duke and I, we came into the room. Robin was not in there, shackled or otherwise. It was just you.
Albrecht took her. Step away. She was about to inject Robin with a syringe. She was about to kill her.
You all right?
I tried to get her out of there. The doctor got the jump on me. Sorry, Robin.
What was in the syringe? What's in it?
The next few moments were a blur. The next thing I knew, I was lying there helpless while she simply took our daughter away.
Dad!
I couldn't save her. That bitch took her away, and we've got to find her.
You're not thinking of leaving us so soon, are you?
Stay away from me.
I'm impressed. How did you manage to get out of your private lab?
I took out your friend, Dr. Obrick, and I'm not afraid to do the same to you.
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? And what will you do to me exactly? You look a little encumbered for hand-to-hand combat. We wouldn't want to hurt the child, would we?
I'm not letting you get anywhere near this child.
And we agree. He's far more comfortable with you. As for that little private trip outside the lab, we had a deal.
What more do you want from me? I've already developed a treatment for you.
A temporary one. The deal was for a permanent fix, you see?
Well, I'm practically done. All my research is already inside.
Practically done is of no use to me. I spent too long as an invalid. I need the cure. That's the arrangement.
Screw the arrangement. Let me go right now, or I'll...
You'll do what, Dr. Scorpio?
I will send your lab into a deep freeze and you will lose all of my research and you will never find a cure.
Calm yourself, Robert, please. I have been down this road before. And what you think of as hope is not, it's denial. We create the most elaborate scenarios and we pin it to the flimsiest evidence. Do you understand me? I know, I've done it more than once. I don't want you to make this mistake, okay?
I know what I saw, and I saw it with my own eyes. I spoke with her, Anna.
Stop it! Robin is dead! My God, I wish to God every day it wasn't true, but it is. You saw her body.
What did I see? I saw a burnt-out corpse on a table. That could have been anybody.
Oh, who was it? They took the wedding ring off her body. She was in the lab when it exploded. Patrick was right there. I'm sorry, it is not possible that she survived.
It's entirely possible when you consider who's behind all of this, who's involved with it, who brought Duke here to begin with. It's entirely possible.
Stay back or I'll do it. If my samples are destroyed, you'll have paid Faison all that money for nothing, and you'll never find a cure.
And what do you think pressing that button will accomplish?
Oh, I've kept my eyes and ears open. I know that the Cassadines use this for cryogenics, and if I press this button, hell's gonna freeze over in there.
Aren't you forgetting something? What about Dr. Obrecht? But you forgot the good doctor was still inside, didn't you? Unconscious, unable to save herself. You're no killer.
Don't be so sure.
No, it takes one to know one. You see, there are certain signs. Inability to disconnect, a lack of empathy, or being totally irrational, which is clearly not the case with you, Dr. Scorpio. You're in full possession of your faculties.
You have been holding me for over a year. You have no idea how desperate I am.
Not desperate enough to take someone's life, even if she did hold you hostage. You're bluffing.
No, I'm not.
Well, then go ahead, my dear.
I dare you.
Go on.
The truth had to come out eventually, but the way it did, it wasn't good for anybody.
No, it was out of control. You were out of control. You were off your meds, and when you got going on that toast, you just couldn't stop yourself. But Morgan doesn't understand how your illness affects you.
He thinks I chose Michael over him.
All right, well, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You
that's
can't
the
buy
truth.
into that manipulation.
Well,
Michael and Morgan are two different boys, okay?
Right.
And we've parented them differently, mainly because we have to. But we love them equally, and if we buy into Morgan's pity party, it's gonna hurt him down the road.
okay, it doesn't matter what I buy or don't buy. I've been trying to call Morgan nonstop. He's not answering. I don't know where he is.
I don't know where he is, but I know who he's.
Who?
Ava Jerome.
What?
That bitch seduced our son.
Ava, it's me. Ava, open up. I know you're in there. Ava, quit messing around. Ava, stop messing around.
Hey, Julian, before we...
So you finally bought the place, huh? Would have been nice if you left me a forwarding address.
Okay, well, I'll be better at keeping in touch in the future, okay?
I went to your hotel room. You'd already checked out. I called you. You didn't answer. Finally occurred to me that you must be here. It's a good thing I'm such an intrepid detective. I'd hate to have wasted any more of my night tracking you down.
Hey, Jules, this really isn't a good time.
Yeah, I know all about your boyfriend, but just don't let that distract you from the main goal. We still have Sonny to take care of.
Morgan.
long have you been standing there?
Not long. Sorry to interrupt.
I thought you were taking a shower.
Yeah, I was, but I couldn't find the shampoo.
Well, I'm sure I have some right over here.
I'm sorry, Miss Drum. I didn't realize you had some, company. Derek Wells. Ava's my art dealer. You're, Morgan Grenthos, aren't you?
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Well, Connie Falconeri used to work for me, and, I was at the funeral. My condolences. It's a terrible loss. How's your father doing?
I don't know. I don't care.
Problems with the old man?
Here's the shampoo, Morgan. I'm sorry. It's a little floral.
Yeah, I'll manage, thanks.
Nice to meet you, Morgan.
Yeah.
When I heard you were shacking up with some kid, I didn't know it was Sonny's.
You telling me Morgan is sleeping with his
I
mother-in-law?
wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't walked in on them myself. I mean, I didn't see them in the act, thank God, but they were half-dressed, and Morgan threw it up in my face that they're both adults. He doesn't see that Ava's manipulating him.
Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse for Morgan, now
I tried to get him to come home with me, but he won't leave her side. He says that she is the only person who hasn't betrayed him.
He's lashing out because, you know, his wife left him for his brother, and he blames me.
I know that, but Ava's taking advantage of the situation, and Morgan, he's acting like a victim in this whole thing. He thinks he was justified in lying, and that he had every right to marry Kiki under false pretenses. In Morgan's mind, he thinks Kiki and Michael are the bad guys.
His heart's broken, so he can't be objective right now.
Okay, but Ava has walked right into the situation, and our son is vulnerable. She lured him into her bed, and Sonny, I am worried sick about our son.
It's got to stop.
It's got to stop soon, because the longer she has her claws in him, the harder it's going to be for us to rip them out.
I don't understand. Nothing happened.
An impressive attempt, I'll give you that, Doctor. Luckily for your colleague, Dr. Obrecht, the cryogenics technology was moved to make room for your private lab.
No.
Oh, come on. Don't be so disappointed. You proved to be more ruthless than I expected. Your parents would be so proud.
You think Faison faked Robin's death?
Well, he's quite capable of it. I mean, he's done it before with other people.
She was here when Duke was here?
It all adds up. Robin and Duke are here. Faison, he's out there pretending to be your boyfriend, and no one's any the wiser.
Oh, God.
What?
Faison thought someone was onto him.
What do you mean?
Duke told me that Faison was furious because someone had figured out who he was. And when Duke asked, Faison said no. He wasn't referring to me. At the time, the only person I thought it could be was Robin. Because she's the only one who knew Duke well enough that she would be able to realize that Faison was an imposter.
Is it remotely possible that you're giving me the benefit of the doubt?
You petulant!
No. Come on. Dr. Scorpio got the better of you fair and square.
She tried to escape with my grandson.
And then aren't you fortunate that I arrived in time to detain them both? Despite her valiant efforts, Robin isn't going home just yet. Until she provides me the cure, everyone in Port Charles will continue to believe she's dead.
Look, we got to think about Morgan, and what we got to do with this is we can't push him away any further. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I know. We have to hope that he sees what a huge mistake he's making. Okay, I get it.
Let's hope. Now I gotta get down to business. You know what I mean?
You and Sean, you guys, you seem really intense. Everything okay?
We're just trying to figure out who attacked my shipment, and I need to send a message. You don't cross me. And I want to give that jackass Derek Wells a headline reminding people who's in charge of this town.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you'd be done. I'll come back down.
No, he's all yours. See you later.
This isn't what you think.
No, I think it's pretty impressive, sis. I admire your dedication, your creativity.
What?
Yeah, well, you tried to marry Kiki into the Corinthos family. That didn't pan out, so you went after the boy yourself.
Yeah, no, that's not. That is not what this is.
Whoa, you're not starting to have feelings for the boy, are you?
Of course not.
Forget it. I'm kidding. I know you better than that. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it and keep up the good, let's call it work.
You have to stop this, Robert. I'm not going to let you take us down this rabbit hole again. I'm not.
I see the look in your eye. You feel it in your gut. You know she's alive. You've never given up on Robin.
Oh, stop it. It's been so hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. I can't process it. I can't accept the fact that she's gone. That doesn't mean she's alive, though.
She is alive.
Oh, stop it. I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to let grief cloud my judgment, because that's how Faison got to me in the first place.
Okay.
I was so blinded by missing Robin that I couldn't see what was right in front of me.
I'm not looking for a leap of faith. I know the truth. And I'll prove it to you. You go out and find me Ulbricht, and you're going to find our daughter.
No. The excitement's over. Off you go, back to work.
Or you can kill her right now.
And deprive your grandson of the babysitter? We've never been closer to our goal. Inside, now. Go.
Ava, you finished your talk with that guy?
Oh, yes. But my client made it quite clear what he needs from me.
You know, it's funny because you said that guy was here to buy art, but I could have sworn I heard him mention my father.
What do you mean, your father?
Well, when I came back to get the shampoo, that guy, before I saw him, I heard him say something about taking care of Sonny. What was that all about?
Finding Ulbricht is easier said than done. She's wanted for several crimes in Port Charles. She tried to kill Duke.
Is he all right?
Well, yeah, he is. He recovered. But she gave him propofol, enough to kill him. The same as you. And her latest crime is she's kidnapped a child.
Yes. She's kidnapped our child.
Let me out! Let me out, please! Sorry. It's okay. I'm not gonna let us out. I'm sorry. It's okay.
I still say a wiser course of action would be to finish off the doctor. I could complete her research.
And why should I trust you? It was your incompetence that almost let her get away.
I underestimated her cunning. I will not do that again.
Let me deal with her. Did she have somewhere to be?
Of course. There's someone who needs to know about the birth of my grandson.
Well, I was in the middle of tracking Ulbricht. When we got the call that you were awake. I mean, I hadn't made much progress. She already hopped a plane and she'd vanished.
So let's get back on the trail. She's got Robin, huh?
No! I need proof before I go down this road.
So where are you going to go for answers if the trail's cold, huh?
To someone who can lead us right to Ulbricht.
Her boss.
I have to see Faison.
I must see Faison.
Yes, I'll be there first thing in the morning. Yeah? Thank you. I'm in to see Faison.
They're holding him at Steinmouth.
Yeah. He has no chance of escape. He hasn't seen anyone in months, so maybe he'll be ready to talk.
Good. Let's get to it.
What are you doing? You just got out of being in a coma, Robert.
12 months on board.
Stop. No.
I'm not letting you go to see Faison on your own. He has a hold over you.
That was a long time ago. I have nothing but contempt for Faison. He makes my skin crawl. I will be fine. You stay here with Mac.
Mac doesn't know about Robin.
We don't know about Robin. Don't tell Mac or Patrick or Emma. No one. You understand?
Mac can be trusted.
It's not about trust. I know what it feels like to get your hopes up only to have them crushed.
We're going to keep this to ourselves.
Until we know for sure Robin is alive.
Come here. There you go. There you go.
When I came back to get the shampoo, that guy, before he saw me, I heard him say something about taking care of Sonny. What was that all about?
Well, you're certainly developing into an avid eavesdropper.
I didn't mean to hear it.
If you are going to stay here, we need to establish some boundaries. Listening in on my conversations, either intentionally or by not announcing your presence, is a deal breaker.
All right, you know what? That's totally fair. But I can't unhear what I already heard. So, you want to tell me what's going on? You talking about my dad or not?
As a matter of fact, I was.
About my father. Mind telling me why?
And here I thought you didn't care about your father.
I don't.
Oh, Morgan. You don't have to keep up this front with me. I know that it's nearly impossible to cut all ties with a loved one. I'm sure that underneath that anger, you still care very deeply for your father. Maybe you're even a little protective of him.
No, you're wrong.
Well, then maybe you would have behaved differently in my place.
What place?
Derek, that man who was just here, he's a client of mine. He owns the Port Charles Press. He hoped to use our relationship for his own gain. He thought that because of our business association, I would have no qualms offering anonymous quotes for his paper's follow-up story about Sonny's recent setbacks. I told him to look elsewhere.
Oh, you're right. If he would have asked me, I would have told him anything you wanted to know. And screw that anonymous stuff, I would have put my name right on it because I don't care who knows what I think about my father. You know, he's the...
Ava, open the door. I want to talk to you about something.
You should probably stay out of sight while I deal with this.
Wait. You don't want me to break the door down now, right? You got my son in there?
So what if she does?
Well, no, it's true.
Well, Mom told you, so you just had to come check it out for yourself?
You shacking up with her?
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
No, what I'm going to call it is, it's over.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, get your things. We're going to get out of here.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
She can send your things to you. You're coming with me.
I'm not going with you. Are you kidding? After everything you've done to me, you think I'm going to go with you? I'm not going with you anywhere. I'm not going with you now. I'm not going with you ever again.
I think I'll let you two work this out.
Perfect time to make an exit once you've done your damage to my family.
Hey, Ava hasn't done anything, okay? If anyone's done anything to hurt the family, it's been you.
I'm not blaming you.
You're completely to blame.
I'm willing to talk right now.
We've already talked. We've talked. Remember when I poured my heart out to my father, and then what he promised me in return?
I made a mistake, and I
You
accept
betrayed me,
that.
Dad. Okay? All my life you talk about loyalty and respect and how you can't be a man without both, and then the one time I need it from you, you give me neither of those?
I was wrong. I should have never kept that secret for you. I should have never let you lie to Kiki, to your brother, to yourself.
You're the one who lied. You lied.
What do you mean I lied?
You lied. You said you were on my side, and then you gave me up for Michael.
I should have never said anything at the
You shouldn't have said anything at all. At all. But it's fine. You know what? You made your choice. And you broke your word. You chose Michael over me. Who are you to come up in here and start throwing
Who
orders?
am I? I'm your father.
No, you're not! You're just some guy that can't keep his word. My father, he's dead to me.
Come back here. I didn't...
Sonny, I am so sorry.
Really? Funny how things work out.
What things?
You end up meeting someone, you know, have some things in common, you start developing some kind of rapport, maybe share some things that you might not share with anyone else. Then you find out that you didn't know them at all.
No, I believe that we do have a rapport.
No, we did, but not anymore. You know what we have now? Friction.
That's not what I want.
That's not what you want? What do you want, Ava?
I didn't plan this. It just happened.
It just happened? You know, things just happen. Like somebody could fall down, right? Crack their head. Somebody can get in a car, get in an accident. Or somebody can walk outside for a walk, and then you don't see them again.
Are you threatening me?
See, there's some things that you don't know about me. When you were dropping your hints about how drugs mask the pain inside and how people, you know, they sometimes they go to the dark places. What you didn't know about me is I don't need to go off my medication to go to those dark places. I live in that dark place. Olivia and Carly said that you were manipulating me. I defended you because I wasn't in my right state of mind. That was my mistake. But you have made plenty of mistakes, Ava. Right? You have made me your enemy. And now you got a target on your back.
There's nothing else?
Why are you still here? There's nothing left to say unless you want me to.
I'm leaving. One more thing, Morgan. You know what? Whatever you may think, I'm gonna love you and I'm not gonna stop just because you think that we're not father and son anymore. But you are right about one thing. You are an adult now, and I can't protect you from all the harm that's gonna happen out there. Especially this woman. Watch your back.
Carly, you're just the person I'm looking for. Do you have a minute? I need to ask you a question about Lucas.
Lucas, my brother? Why do you want to talk about Lucas?
Well, it's not really Lucas I want to talk about. It's his father.
Okay, and now you really have me thrown. What do you want to know about Tony?
Not Tony. His biological father. Julian Jerome.
Know that the identity of my brother's biological father was public knowledge.
Well, it wasn't. I just found out recently.
There was a whole custody situation when Lucas was a baby. Julian died long before the adoption was finalized, and given who he was, I'm pretty sure my mother and my brother don't want this advertised.
I assure you that's not my intention.
Then what is your intention? Because I can see that it's none of your business, so what does it matter?
Here's the thing. Years ago...
How many?
Many. I had sex with a man in New Hampshire named Julian. I didn't know that or him at the time.
You didn't know his name? That is scandalous.
Because all of your sexual encounters are pillars of
Oh, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
Do you want me to finish?
Yes, yes.
Good.
Drinks.
Thank you. I'm trying to find out if that Julian may be Julian Jerome.
Why would you think that was even possible?
Because Julian Jerome was in New Hampshire going to college at the same time.
That's it? That could just be a coincidence.
Maybe. But I still want some answers.
I don't understand what this has to do with Lucas.
If my hunch is correct, Julian Jerome may be Sam's father, too.
Saying that Sam and Lucas could be half brother and
This
sister?
couldn't be farther from confirmed. This is
So if he and
total
I
speculation at this
are
point.
brother and sister, that makes Sam and me...
Nothing. You're nothing.
Oh, thank God.
Good. I'm so glad you're relieved.
No, Sam's great. I mean, we've been getting along better than ever, but
Good.
sisters, that'd be a little weird.
Anyway, why I'm here, I have a request.
What is it?
Do you think that you could ask Lucas to take a DNA test? That way I could find out if Julian I made the baby with is really Julian Jerome.
Well, want Lucas's DNA so badly, why don't you call him and ask him yourself?
Because I barely know the boy. Man, I mean, he's a man now.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Look, I just thought that he would be more receptive if it came from you.
It's a lot to ask. You know, I mean, digging into someone's personal history like that, I'm not sure how much Lucas knows about his biological parents.
Listen, I know that it's a sensitive issue. How would you feel about running it by Bobby? Ask your mom.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Hey, come on. Eat your breakfast.
I can't, Daddy. I'm in the zone.
Well, the zone can wait. Come on. You gotta eat. It's the most important meal of the day.
Why?
Because it's good for you.
If you eat cereal for lunch, does that make it as important as breakfast?
That's not really how it
What
works.
about when Mom would make us breakfast for dinner?
You know, look, who's here?
Hi.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is this your breakfast? Why haven't you touched it?
Yeah.
I was in the zone.
Come on, you need to fuel up from that zone. Let's go.
Well, hello.
Hi, how are you?
It's nice to see you outside of work.
Yeah, it's been a while. How you been?
I've been better. Did you see this?
Mr. Lever, good morning.
Good morning to you too, Miss
The
Falconeri.
usual table for two?
No, I'll be on my own this morning. Unfortunately, Alice had to leave the country unexpectedly.
Nothing wrong. I hope, I mean, no offense, but problems sort of have the way of following the two of you.
Yes, they do.
Well, I'll just keep her in my prayers just in case.
Thank you very much, but there's no need. She's actually gone for very good reasons. Robert's finally come out of his coma.
If you want your cure, you're gonna have to wait.
Ooh, sounds like someone is a little cranky today. Fortunately, I have just the thing.
What? A one-way ticket to my family?
No, a jet fueled up and waiting. All you have to do is meet the terms of our agreement.
Cure you of your polonium poisoning, I know.
In the meantime, I brought you sustenance and, of course, your medication.
Hope you're not expecting a tip.
Oh, Robin, consider yourself lucky you're getting anything at all after that stunt you pulled yesterday. It was foolish, albeit brave, to clock Obrecht and make a run for it.
Well, it's not my fault that she's susceptible to flattery.
Well, what can you say? She's a mad scientist. All they do is crave validation.
So where did the doctor and her bruised ego go?
Oh, that is none of your concern.
Well, I'm not concerned. I'm just curious. The only thing I could get out of her was that she was going to see someone that she loves as much as I love Patrick.
Commissioner Anna Devane, I'm here to see César Faison. It's a matter of life and death.
Have you seen me, Jeff?
Not since his arraignment.
You went?
Only because Michael begged me to.
How you doing with all this?
I don't know. I can't even bring myself to go see him in jail. But if I'm completely honest, I miss him. You know, he used to make me laugh all the time. He was really good with my boys, and it just felt good to have him around. And now that he's not, my life feels a little less.
I'm sorry that I haven't been there for you through
honey,
this.
please. You're busy.
No, you're a dear friend of ours, and I should have made more time, especially because you were so wonderful for both of us after Robin died.
Auntie Elizabeth? Did Daddy tell you what today is? It's Mommy's birthday.
Doesn't make any sense. Why would Obrecht leave her grandson here?
Well, she clearly has faith in your abilities as a nurturer.
But where could she possibly go that she couldn't bring him with her?
Why would you question the motives of a sociopathically disturbed woman? You won't find answers that make sense to you.
At least I have this little guy to keep me company.
All right, now, don't get sidetracked. Eat, take your meds, and finish formulating the cure, and you can go back to that family you hold so dear, all right? Ta-da!
What's this?
It's your birthday, isn't it?
Day in and day out with no change. You must have thought he was never going to come back.
It's been a pretty difficult time, especially for Anna. I mean, I haven't actually spoken to her. I've got a couple of messages from her, but I'd imagine she's spending a lot of time with Robert.
Where'd you go just now?
Nowhere.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but it's obvious there's something that you're not entirely happy about.
Oh, don't misunderstand me. I'm very relieved that Robert's doing better. It's
Okay,
just,
so why the long face?
I just hope he doesn't decide that he wants Anna back.
One of your former handlers at WSB arranged for your clearance.
Thank you. The prisoner is a dangerous criminal. I'd feel safer if I was armed.
Yes, the clearance for your sidearm has been granted. Right this way.
Bringing in the prisoner.
I know it's your mommy's birthday. It's the first thing I thought about when I woke up this morning. Me and Daddy, too. I'm making a card for Mommy. And I'm using the pencils you give me to make it special and pretty. Can I see it? Oh, wow. That is an amazing angel. That's Mommy. I can tell. It looks just like her. And that's Daddy. And that's me. Oh. And Mommy can see us because she's up in heaven. We can't see her. I wish we could, but we can't. Read the inside. Okay. Happy birthday, Mommy. Daddy and I miss you every day.
You say that it's my birthday, but I honestly have no idea what you're saying is true. It could be Christmas or Tuesday. I don't know.
Really? On this day in history, you were born not far from here, across the Ionian Sea, in Italy. You were called Robin Sotini, an unlikely but necessary name, so that no one would know that you were the daughter of a hunted WSB double agent. You lived with a woman who you thought was your grandmother. You grew up thinking that your own mother was merely a family friend. Your father didn't even know you existed until much later.
And if I ever need a biographer, you'll be my first phone call. But I don't believe for a second that you give a damn about me. So why are we celebrating my birthday? What's in it for you?
What's the matter with you? Thinking Anna's gonna get back together with Robert.
They have a complicated history.
So what? They had 20 some odd years to get back together while you were gone, but did they?
They have a bond.
No, they didn't. Why not? Because Anna is in love with you. I've seen the way she looks at you when she doesn't even know you're looking. It's like her heart is in her eyes.
Well, thank you. That's exactly what I needed to hear today. Thank you.
Of course, that Robert Scorpio is he's pretty smoking hot. You know, he's got that great smile and that sharp style. I mean, the guy is a spy.
Okay. He's got a glamorous job. He's got style. He's got a great dentist.
And he's got
What of it?
accent, too. It's like it reaches into my soul.
I have got an accent, too.
Yes, you do, and it's very adorable. It really is. It's just not the same.
I didn't realize that you knew Robbie quite so well.
Well, I don't. Not really.
But enough.
Okay, you caught me. The last time he was in town, I was kind of nursing a gigantic crush on him when he was investigating you. Only you weren't you. You were César Faison.
Anna. Anna, my Anna. You okay? I've dreamed of this day. Never believed it would happen. But you truly here?
Yes, I'm here. But not to reminisce.
I'm ready to discuss whatever you like, as long as you like.
This has to be quick. We don't have much time. I need to ask you something of great importance.
Yeah, there's that creep Faison who was wandering around Port Charles with my face, trying to hijack my life using my memories.
I honestly don't know how you survived that. I think I would have lost my marbles.
Well, if it hadn't been for Robert, who figured out that the Duke Lavery, who was trying to worm his way into Anna's life, actually was Faison, then... Well, as soon as I see Robert and I'm able to talk to him, I'm going to ask him how the deuce he caught on.
Or I could just tell you.
What? Were you there when he figured it out?
Well, I don't like to toot my own horn. But it was sort of because of me.
Listen, I have to explain something to you.
Before you say anything more, I must apologize. You know I love you, Anna. And I'm so sorry. Deceiving you the way I did, masquerading as slavery.
I don't want to relive what you put me through.
No, but I was desperate to get near you. I thought I could trick you into loving me. We could have been so happy together, Anna. Instead, when my little plan went awry, you were hurt, angry, repulsed, and I don't blame you. Can you forgive me?
Maybe. I'll be able to someday. But that all depends on how you respond to what I have to tell you.
Well, tell me. You know I'll do anything to make it up to you. So what is it? What is it? Tell me.
It's about Robin.
You see, Robin, this little birthday party was like a wake-up call. The sooner you return to work, the sooner you're going to see Patrick. And from then on, you can celebrate as many birthdays as you want with him.
Daddy, can we put the card I made into a special memory box for Mommy?
Oh, you have a special box for memories of Mommy?
We do. It's where Daddy keeps Mommy's wedding ring. And he put Hit in there with it.
Hey, remember TJ wanted to see your card when you were done? Let's go show him.
Okay. TJ!
So you took your wedding band off?
I did.
I wondered when that was going to happen. I know it was a big decision for you.
Yeah, it was. It was time. Sabrina has been amazing the last couple months with Britt and the baby, and it wasn't fair to her, and I wanted to let her know that I'm ready to move on.
I heard Sabrina's ex came looking for her.
Yeah.
Come on, it's the hospital. Word gets around.
It had nothing to do with this. Mostly.
Well, tell me.
Yes, her ex-boyfriend Carlos, who is a...
Hottie?
Really?
What? I told you, word gets around.
Yeah, I was gonna say jerk. Did that word get around?
Oh.
Coincidentally, he mentioned my ring, and it brought the subject to the forefront.
Mm-hmm. And presumably to Sabrina's attention.
I took the ring off because I love Sabrina. And I want to have a future with her. And that's the only reason.
How does it feel?
Funny. I thought that it would, when I took the ring off and put it away, I thought that it would, I don't know, be different. That it would help me let go of Robin.
But it doesn't.
Honestly, I feel like my connection to Robin is stronger now than it ever was.
Spent 2 birthdays without Patrick and Emma. How many more do you want to spend without them?
Take a wild guess.
Good. Now, we both know that if I die on this island, so do you.
Yes, I remember every single one of your death threats very clearly.
Oh, threat is such an ugly word. Worst case scenario, I die, you die. Best case scenario, I live, you go free. That's a pleasant scenario, don't you think?
No question.
Good. Now get back to work, but not after you did your birthday wish. I can't imagine what it will be.
Robin's been gone the whole time, and I still can't bring myself to believe that she's not coming back.
Patrick.
Daddy, look what TJ gave me. We could celebrate Mommy's birthday. Mom always wished for her. You want to know what she wished for?
Yes.
Mommy wished that she could come home to us.
Oh, I have these psychic visions sometimes. Okay, there was this one day that Duke walked into the haunted store, only it wasn't Duke. I didn't see Duke like everyone else did. I saw this crazy, scraggly-haired, craggy man.
You had a vision of Faison?
Yes, exactly. Only I didn't know it was Faison at the time. All I knew is it sent chills down my spine, you know, like I was looking into the face of everything evil. So, needless to say, I was pretty creeped out. So I went and I told Lulu. Lulu told Robbie. Robbie came and asked me a whole bunch of questions, and then he hooked me up with Elizabeth Weber, who turns out is a really excellent artist. So she drew the face while I described it.
Like a police sketch?
Yes, exactly. And the face that I described was Faison. And then after that, Robbie was off and running.
Well, I don't know what to say. Except I'm deeply grateful to you.
Well, I didn't really do anything. You know, all I did was have a crazy vision. Robbie was the one that took the information and ran with it.
Well, he couldn't have done it without your help.
Listen, I'm just grateful that this Faison guy is behind bars, and thank God I'm not going to be having any more visions of him.
Well, I'm sure Robin's never far from your mind. Especially on a beautiful day like today. It's her birthday.
Oh, I'm surprised you know that.
How could I not? The daughter of the woman I love, above all. How you must miss her. She must feel so far away, as you have felt to me.
To not see her or touch her. To come to terms with the fact that I'm never going to be with her again.
Please listen to what I have to say.
What is it?
Robin is alive.
Card! Daddy left it on the counter.
You better go get it.
Okay, but it better not have any breakfast gunk on it. PJ!
You okay?
Just thinking of the last birthday that Rob and I spent together first. I rented a limo and I went and picked her up at work and stole her away, which wasn't easy because you know the way she was with work, I was so busy. I got her a few airline tickets, one to Tokyo, Rio, and...
In Paris. I know, she told me. She'd never been to Tokyo or Rio, but for all the years she lived in Paris, she just dreamed of sharing it with someone. She wanted to go back, but only with you.
I told her that we had our whole lives together to do that. I told her that we had time to make our dreams come true, but the truth is we didn't have the time.
Patrick, you couldn't have known that.
No, but why didn't I
Neither
just
of you.
whisk her away? Why didn't I just take her away right then and there? We could have changed our lives. She wouldn't have been in the lab. She wouldn't.
Listen to me.
Nothing
You
would.
need to forget about the trips you didn't take. And remember the ones you did. You need to think about all the good times. Remember how she used to smile and laugh and tell you that she loves you. That needs to stick in your head and your heart. She loved you so much. You can never regret that.
I'm gonna finish Jerry's cure. And I'm getting out of this God-forsaken hellhole. I'm going home, and I'm doing it today.
I really should try to call Anna. Today's going to be a difficult day for her. Was her daughter Robin's birthday?
Oh, I hadn't realized. I'm sorry. That's so sad.
Did you know Robin?
Not very well, but I knew how much Sonny loved her. I mean, everybody did.
I hadn't seen her since she was a child. She was a great champion of mine, but her mother was reluctant to give me a chance. As far as stepdaughters go, she was the best stepdaughter in the world. We used to do a lot of things together. We cooked together. I taught her to play the bagpipes.
I bet the neighbors love that.
No, she did. And that's all that mattered. I treasure those memories.
Well, you obviously meant a great deal to her.
Oh, she meant a great deal to me, too.
Robin is alive? That's impossible.
No, it's not. I kept her alive. For you, Anna.
How did you do that? How did you keep her alive and hidden from me for all this time when you've been in prison? How did you do that?
I have my collaborators outside, of course.
Who? I want names. Who?
Jerry Jacks. The late Dr. Ewan Keenan. And the lion's share of help came from one of my most trusted associates, Dr. Liesel Obrecht.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar with Dr. Obrecht. She's devoted to you. Loyal to a fault. It seems that she would rather die than to break your confidence.
Yeah, that's one of her admirable qualities, yes.
Do you know she tried to kill someone in order to gain your affection?
Well, she's in love with me! It's not that I want to make you jealous. She always has been.
You must have some attachment to her, given everything she's done for you.
I have never returned her feelings, and I never will.
Never?
Anna, you're the only woman in my life. I love you. And only you.
Jerry! Jerry, get in here! Right now. Get in. Come on, get in here.
Be quiet. The baby's going to start screaming, and we wouldn't want that. So, what's your problem?
I don't have a problem, and neither will you very soon.
Are you saying?
I'm saying you're not going to die of polonium poisoning. I've done it. I can cure you.
I think the reason you feel so close to Robin right now, other than the fact that it is her birthday, I think you've realized it's time to let her go.
You're probably right. When I took my ring off, it was like my whole body knew that something was missing. Because I don't want to let her go.
Taking the ring off means you're saying goodbye. That's what you're doing. You're saying goodbye. I know. Oh, I gotta go.
Okay.
Call me if you need anything, okay?
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
To be forever grateful for using Faison under that mask. I owe you my life.
I'd say that's the espresso talking.
No, it's not. If it hadn't been for you and Robert unmasking Faison, I'd still be in Switzerland, strapped to a bed, and I wouldn't have got Anna back all the rest of my life. Olivia, is something wrong?
I saw something.
Are you having one of your visions?
It better be.
What did you see?
I saw Faison.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure I would know that nasty mug anywhere.
Where did you see him?
He's right there. I saw him right where that man is. I saw Faison, and he was...
And he was what? What was he doing?
He was kissing Anna.
Kissed me back. Not Scorpio, not Lavery, but me.
Yes, I did.
You returned my feelings, I could feel it. Is it possible? You love me?
Yes, I love you, Cesar. Excuse me. I'm here to see Cesar Faison.
And
knew if I told you about Robin, you would fall in love with me. Finally. And you have. Haven't you?
Yes, I love you.
Thank you.
I love you. Du schmutziges Schwein.
Anna, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anna!
I am not Anna.